A young girl was home alone one weekend. The 16-year-old brunette was texting on her couch with only one light on downstairs, the lamp beside her. She heard a noise, what sounded like a knocking. She looked to her left, at the patio door through the window she had not yet shut. The knocking was coming from there. Curious, she got up from the couch and went over to the patio door. She flicked on a light to the back patio. By the light provided, she could barely see that just beyond the tree line that separated her backyard from the woods that someone stood, although she could tell right away that this wasn't a normal person, or even a human being. The thing was abnormally tall, almost reaching 9 feet. It was lanky, its hands way bigger than the average human adult's. Its eyes were pure black. Its skin was a charcoal gray color, almost black. It was just standing there, staring at her, or at least in her general direction. She blinked, and the thing was gone. Slightly creeped out, she made sure every door and window in the house was double locked, turned off the lamp, and walked down the hall to her bedroom in the one-story house. She went to her bed, trying to take her mind off the creature. She woke up to a knocking on her window. When she opened her eyes, the knocking was at her bedroom door. She got out of bed and opened her door. She heard the knocking coming from the patio door. Unnerved, she walked down the dark hallway and turned on the light to the back patio. She saw that same lanky creature she saw before, only now it was much closer, uncomfortably closer. Her heart rate skyrocketed. She blinked several times, but each time she did, the thing got closer until it was eventually right beyond the glass separating them. The girl stared into its soulless black eyes, not daring herself to blink. The thing was just staring at her. A moment passed and her eyes were getting tired, but before she could blink, its abnormally large hand pressed against the glass. Her fight or flight instinct triggered inside her as she took a huge step back, blinking. The thing was finally gone. She stepped forward to look. Nothing. She flicked off the light and turned around. The girl shot awake in a cold sweat. She calmed herself down as she realized that it was only a dream. That calmness shattered when she heard a faint knocking coming from somewhere outside her closed door. She threw herself under the covers, choosing to ignore it. The next night, Saturday night, was no better. She was back on the couch, texting, but she kept glancing over at the patio door every now and then. The light was kept on and every single door and window in the house was barricaded. Her phone flashed at 5%. As she got up to go get her charger, she froze. The creature was outside, standing just beyond the tree line. She shook, eyes wide and heart pounding. She didn't know what to do. She blinked. The thing was closer. Another blink. The thing was right outside the door. In a panicked frenzy, she ran over, turned off the light, closed the blinds to the patio, and dove behind the couch. She tried to control her rapid breathing. It worked for a small moment until she heard a small crack, then a shatter of glass. She held her breath. It didn't come from the patio door, but from one of the bedrooms. After a minute of silence went by, she slowly got up and moved the blinds back. She glanced out into her backyard. Nothing. She was about to go check the bedroom where she heard the glass shatter when she noticed something on the glass of the patio door. It was vague, small, and hard to read, but she managed a few words. Don't turn out the light. She heard a shallow breathing behind her. She didn't have to turn around to know the creature was right behind her. The last thing she saw was the look of terror in her reflection of the patio glass as the creature opened its mouth wide. Her scream echoed through the empty house.